So I'm just sitting here, sipping on my protein drink. 42 grams of protein in this little thing for 230 calories. That's pretty good. I just got back from class, but before class I went to go get some lunch. And for lunch I had salad and grilled chicken. So you can kind of catch where I'm going with this, right? My diet consists of most of the time consists of some protein, vegetables, some carbs here and there, and also of course my cheat days. And it got me wondering, I'm going to die one day. Everyone's going to die. Everything around me is not going to last forever. So why am I so concerned with consuming all this protein? Not a sponsorship, by the way. I mean, Core Protein. Hey, if you want to sponsor me, yeah. But it it made me wonder. I know I'm going to die one day. I know you are going to die one day. And sorry for, getting vulgar pretty quick, but it made me wonder why. Why, if I know my life is temporary, why am I working so hard to maintain a diet? Why am I working so hard to work toward a specific macro? Why am I working so hard to build my body up? Just why? And upon thinking of this, it brought me back to a saying that I used to say a lot as a kid and used to be a lot more popular 10, like 8 or 10 years ago. It's the saying YOLO, YOLO. It stands for You Only Live Once. And it was responsible for quite a bit of tomfoolery back in my younger days, if you will. But as a kid, I never thought anything of it. It was just YOLO. You only live once. And also another thing was the guy, the Just Do It guy, the Nike guy behind the green screen, super popular back in the day. Both of the things I'm talking about right now used to be really popular. But I did understand why. I originally thought there was jokes, like the guy was like, just do it, YOLO, like all these things didn't really seem like much until now. And thinking back on them, they're pretty meaningful and generally good advice. So, back to what I was saying about the protein. I do all this stuff because I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing myself go through progress and go through change. I enjoy hitting the gym and lifting weights. I enjoy seeing, this big muscle right here increase in size or whatever. But why? If I'm only going to live once, what's the point? And that argument's kind of tricky for me. But originally, my response was, why? Well, why not? But of course, it goes a lot deeper than that. At a complete face value, when you take into account you only live once and the fact that I'm doing all this, I said I'm doing it because I enjoy it. Now, I will be honest, I would rather be drinking Coke or Dr. Pepper than this thing. I would rather be eating pizza than the grilled chicken and salad I eat every day for lunch and dinner. Only when I'm at college because when I go home I don't have easy access to a buffet or anything. But my diet and the fact that I like to go to the gym isn't the premise of this video. The premise is you only live once and just do it. Those two things that I used to call, memes as a kid or just jokes that have a much deeper meaning that you need to consider, and you need to consider them fast because ultimately you only do live once. If there is an afterlife or if there is rebirth, whatever that term is, you only do live once. So just do it. And I kind of feel like the biggest hypocrite in this video because I'm a pretty anxious person. Anxiety gets to me quite easily, and I'm not the best socially, so I miss out on a lot of opportunities that I see myself falling into, and that kind of sucks because I wish always in hindsight I wish that I would have just I wish I would have just done it, and this is me getting relatable with you really quick. I hope I'm relatable at least on some degree. Just take that risk. Apply for that job. Talk to that girl. Just do it. Just do it because you only live once. All right, I'm gonna stop with that. It's kind of cringe. Why go to the gym and why lift weights and why do all these different things with your diet and sleep and all that stuff? Why worry about your health if you know you're going to die? Well, what is death without life? What is anything without life ultimately? Because if you weren't here, then you wouldn't be here. There would be no version of you to work out. There would be no version of you to fulfill yourself with. So ultimately, let me put it like this. Imagine if you were driving in this super exotic car, right? The super nice car. It had room for improvement and you will improve it, but around the engine bay had a bomb. right? So there's this car that you're driving around, it has a bomb attached to it, and it's the nicest car you're ever going to drive, right? You're never going to drive again. So imagine that, right? You have your nice car that you're never going to drive again at all, has a bomb attached to the engine, and you're chilling out, right? And you're driving, and you want to improve that car to get the most out of it. So, of course, you mod it and you work on it to make it better, and you work on your driving skills so you can further enjoy the car. But eventually, the bomb explodes, and you can never use the car again. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't have regretted me driving that car and working on the car knowing that it were to explode in the near future. I wouldn't have regretted working on myself in regards to driving, for this analogy at least, driving and modding the car, making it more of a fun experience, while knowing it would be gone soon. And also, this is just me personally, but I think generally you guys can relate. I would much rather regret doing something than regret not doing something. I would much rather get rejected by my crush than never ask her out. I mean, I already have the girl of my dreams, so kind of worked out in my favor, but you know what I'm trying to say. And I'm gonna bring her back around here. You only live once, so just do it. You see that girl you like in your class, go ask her out. You want to try out this new chest movement that might destroy your shoulders for the next 2 weeks? Go for it. You want to buy this car? Just do it. Just go for it. What's going to happen? What is the worst that could happen? Okay, well, maybe buying a car, like a new car that you really want, could put you in some financial situation that you probably don't want to be in. That's not my point. I enjoy watching these videos, especially on TikTok, where these younger individuals interview older individuals, and these older people will always say, like the younger guy will go like, he'll take someone and be like, "Excuse me, sir, what is one thing you regret during your younger years?" And the older person will always go, "Well, Sonny, well, take more risks. Take more risks." That is something they will 9 times out of 10 say because it's absolutely true. And also, it's something that I need to implement a lot more of if I want to be successful. My idea is I want to open multiple businesses. I want to use my information from college, or not information, but education and information. Let's go with that. I want to use all of that with my degree. I'm going to open multiple businesses. So you will probably see my name out there, you know, out there within the businesses. You know what I'm trying to talk about, I hope. But if I want to make money and if I want to make a name for myself, especially with this channel, I need to take risks. And I know, because knowing what I do about myself now, I will regret not taking those risks than having take them and failed. Because ultimately, failure leads to knowledge, and knowledge leads to success. And today's video is going to be a little bit shorter. I just got my second computer science exam assigned to me. It's in a week and a half, 2 weeks, somewhere around there. So I'm going to focus on studying quite a bit because I'm a college student in cybersecurity. So that's going to be kind of interesting. But yeah, for now.